People who've survived Bali's Karabokan prison have used many terms to describe it: overcrowded, understaffed, drug-filled, brutally violent. One term they never use: escape-proof. An American arrested on a drug charge this summer and sent to Karabokan escaped from the Indonesian prison Monday, the latest person to abscond from the notorious facility. Prison officials say Krishan Beasley sawed through steel bars above his cell with a hacksaw, then used a rope to shimmy down a wall, according to the Associated Press. He may have overcome a final obstacle, a wall in an area under construction, using a ladder workers had left lying around, according to the BBC. Beasley, a 32-year-old from California, escaped with another American, Paul Anthony Hoffman, 57. But the older man was caught shortly after the pair got over the wall, while Beasley remains at large, somewhere on the tourist island. Still, investigators are trying to determine how Beasley got out undetected, and whether Karabokan's guards played a role in his escape. Beasley had been in the prison for 4 months, serving time for being caught with a package that had 5.7 grams of hashish, according to Reuters. His arrest is part of the Indonesian government's crackdown on drug trafficking, which has sparked fears that the world's fourth most populous nation is taking cues from Philippine President Rodrigo Duterte's violent drug war, marked by allegations of extrajudicial killings and human rights abuses, as the Washington Post reported in August. Be firm, especially to foreign drug dealers who enter the country and resist arrest. Indonesian President Joko Widodo instructed his law enforcement officers in July, "Shoot them because we indeed are in a narcotics emergency position now." Drug-related arrests have swelled in nation's prisons, which are routinely understaffed and in poor condition, according to the AP. And many prisoners, including a few foreigners, have decided to risk an escape rather than remain in the facilities. In June, 4 prisoners, an Australian, a Bulgarian, an Indian and a Malaysian, escaped from Karabokan prison using a tunnel, according to the BBC. The quartet was arrested over a variety of drug charges. 2 of them remain at large. In July 2013, more than 240 prisoners, including a few terrorists, fled an Indonesian prison on the island of Sumatra amid rioting at the facility, the AP reported. In May, 440 prisoners sprinted out of a crowded prison also on Sumatra when they were let out of their cells for Friday Muslim prayers. Paul Kanabir, a New Zealand man who authored "I Survived Karabokan," after spending several months there in 2012, said the prison was filled with too many inmates, as well as corrupt guards who turned a blind eye to drug use and violence. "I've seen people get murdered in there. I've seen people get bashed. I've seen drug overdoses. One guy died in my arms from sickness," Kanabir said, as reported by the Daily Mail. "One of the things that really upsets me about it is that you get the death penalty for drugs and yet the place is full of drugs." Read more. A serial killer's chilling message: there are more victims. Giant pythons keep attacking people in Indonesia, and humans might be to blame. A violent psychopath escaped in Hawaii and flew to California, then got caught after hailing a cab. Russian cannibal couple may have drugged, killed and eaten as many as 30 people, police